Hey guys, just yesterday we got news that Neowiz, the developer and publisher of Bless Online, will be coming to TwitchCon 2017. Wilson, the Neowiz employee who's been the main communicator with the English community, will be there along with other Neowiz staff to answer questions and talk about the game. While they've already mentioned not too long ago that they still intend to release a Western version despite dismantling their contract with Area Games, the fact that they are coming to a US event with the intention of talking about Bless is a very good sign. I wouldn't be surprised if we get an announcement for a Western release before the end of the year. That aside, today I want to give you guys an update on the status of Bless Online's Rebuild project as well. The Rebuild project has had 3 seasons of updates since it launched in August. I've talked about a few of the updates already in previous videos, primarily those that came in Season 1 like the new taming. In this video, I'll show you a few more major changes Neowiz put in since then, and my thoughts on the direction the game is headed. So far what I've noticed is that for now, Neowiz is focused on giving the leveling and gearing progression more depth. Season 2 primarily came with gear progression and crafting changes, for example the addition of the mileage system. If your gear upgrade fails, the item earns mileage, giving it a higher chance to succeed the next time you attempt to upgrade. There were several other minor gear related systems added too. A new skill system that works like the classic MMOs with skill points gained through leveling replaced the old skill book learning system. It still needs a lot of work as far as balancing though, with some classes like Mage having skills that can kill in one shot at an early level, while Paladins struggle to kill monsters for the first 35 levels. Each class is still being constantly rebalanced with every patch that comes in. The latest patch on the 28th came with more major updates, including the addition of the newly remodeled Siege of Castra, decked out with new defense weapons for siege bases, changes to the scoring system, additional routes to the opposing team's base, and more. I'll have the link to the translated patch notes by Surata if you want any of the details. But in summary, they're making this battleground more appealing to Q4. The Mascu race was added to the rebuild to be tested too, and it came with a new option for its character creation. The option to be a humanoid version instead of animalistic. It's essentially the same base character model, but with a different skin made to look like a tiny human. The race still begins in the same racial area regardless of whether you choose animalistic or humanoid. Personally, I felt that the humanoid Mascu is out of place because all Mascu NPCs and story characters are of the original animalistic version. But hey, it is a matter of preference and I don't really care that much about it. There's still a lot more changes Neowiz showed that still need to be added and tested in the rebuild anyway. While there are definitely players testing in the rebuild server, it seems like there's a lot less of them now. I would think mainly because the game is getting pretty old now in South Korea, and on top of the constant bombardment of new games in that part of the world, a few popular new MMORPGs sprung up recently with betas and alphas as well, so my guess is that players would rather be busy trying out new MMOs like Lost Ark and Lineage Eternal, instead of testing a game that's been out for 3 years. Regardless of that, I'm super hopeful for the rebuild project, and excited for whatever new information Neowiz may reveal when they go to TwitchCon in 3 weeks. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to follow Bless Online's development with me, as well as news on other latest MMORPGs. Thank you for watching and have a good day.